Hello guys, Colonel Ninny here.
In Lesson 10 we looked at using our machine guns against ground targets. And now we're going to put that theory into practice against a live target. In Lesson 12 we will select a ground target on the quick mission generator and find it on the map. Select our home airfield, select ground targets, select vehicles. And this has randomly generated 3 convoy targets denoted by red icons. Here's our home airfield at Il-2, and we will choose the closest target to the west. If we cannot locate our primary target, the other targets will be our secondaries. The target is directly west of the field, so what terrain features can we expect to see? There's a river down here to the left, and the town of Arras behind us to the left. The most important feature for us is crossing the railroad. And somewhere off at our 1 o'clock position we expect to see the airfield of Beauvoir. These crossroads will identify the road that the convoy is on. The distance from the field to the target is about 6 kilometers. It's going to be a quick flight. The first thing to check before you take off is your compass heading. Because we're taking off to the northeast, we'll have to turn right or left to a heading of west. Once airborne, we check our heading west. The airfield should be directly behind us, and the river should be off to the left at about 9 o'clock. It's looking good so far, so we maintain our climb and look for the railroad track that we're going to cross. So now it's time to zoom into the map so that we can refresh our mind as to the positions of the various terrain features and where they are in relation to our heading on the clock system. If we cannot identify these features, then we're lost. And it's not always easy to find features on a map where every green field looks just the same as the next one. So there below is our railway line. So we'll lower the nose now to see what we can see ahead of us. We're expecting to see the crossroads and the airfield. I cannot identify the crossroads, but there's the airfield on the right at 1 o'clock, just above the right gun sight. At any moment now we should see the crossroads and know that the road where the convoy is off to the left. I can first identify the road to our left and then the crossroads at 12 o'clock. So somewhere along that road at 10 o'clock is a convoy. What we're looking for now is movement along the road or dust. And there it is at 10 o'clock. Remember that flying the airplane takes priority over shooting the target. You're at far greater risk of flying into a tree than you are of being shot down by enemy fire. It's a moving target, so it's not going to be easy. You'll notice I don't zoom in all the way to shoot because I need the horizon reference to fly the aircraft. I extend away from the target to give me room to turn around and try again. There's no rush to hit the target. There are 2 parts to a good ground attack run. One is to plan your attack run to avoid obstacles, and the second is to plan your exit strategy. Once you've fired at the target, what are you going to do next? Turn left, turn right, or abort and go home? For me, in this clip, I have to find the next target, and there it is at 9 o'clock. I'm in a good position to turn left and start the attack run right now. But there are far too many trees in the way before the target and after the target. So he's moving down the road from right to left, and my best plan is to try to catch him out in the open where there are no trees to get in the way. So that's the basic plan, but as it turns out, he's moving faster than I anticipated. So fly the airplane first, and then keep an eye on your target. It's looking promising as he comes into the fairly open areas between the trees. And now it's time to assess those obstacles which will affect our gun run and those obstacles which will affect our egress. As he's a moving target, I have to roll into a slight angle of bank in order to keep up with him. But I must divert my attention now from the target to the proximity of the trees. As I said, there's no urgency, so I'm going to reassess and plan another attack. Fortunately, the staff car is going to stop behind the truck that I killed earlier. As a static or non-moving target, he'll be much easier to kill. And all I have to worry about is my approach and egress. I have only one tree to worry about. So fly the airplane first, target second. Now it's time to RTB, return to base. With pursuing moving targets, it's very easy to be temporarily unsure of your position on the map. We know that we're close to the crossroads in 06046, and that our return heading should be about east to get to Mount St. Elu. But flying at low altitude, it becomes even more difficult to identify the ground terrain features. But if you do feel that you're lost, simply fly east until you hit the front line. Then look to your right at 3 o'clock and you should see a town. So turn south towards that. And then just north of the river, there's a road that goes straight up to your airfield.
In 400 meters, your destination will be on the right.
So here's our heading of east or ost. And we'll look on the map to see if we can find any features. The first feature will probably be the river at about 1 or 2 o'clock. It might be helpful to use the auto level function. It's useful in allowing you to look at your map while the airplane flies itself. Another useful function while you're on auto level is the time compression button. This speeds up time 2, 4, or 8 times normal speed, displayed on your screen bottom left-hand side. Do not attempt to fly the aircraft at 8 times speed unless it's on auto level. And there's the river at 2 o'clock as we expected. We can see the village at 1 o'clock and we know the airfield is just beyond it. All we have to do now is judge the wind and land the aircraft without screwing it up. In our post-mission briefing, it credits us with killing 2 vehicles. The link for this video is in the description below. It covers ground attack in great detail. In Lesson 13, we'll look at the basics of aerial combat. Yes, dogfighting. If you've enjoyed this video and get some value out of it, please leave a comment and subscribe and like and all those usual things. But if you want to see more of these videos, specifically with the Il-2 Battle of Stalingrad, I've got about 150 training videos for you to look at. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.